Hey, it's James from Finney Electrical. On today's episode, we're going to fit all this Hager gear onto this wall. You know why? Because this whole church has been flooded. Crikey. Let's get into this. The temporary fix didn't work, so what we had to do then was this nice little Hager fuse board then. So that's going to sit over here, and all the cables you can see over here, what we're going to have to do is bring them up, drill through the wall, bring them through the wall up on an angle, so any water coming down will just come down this side into some metal tray. So we've got this 4x4 trunking, so that's going to fit from here where that conduit is across to there, so all the cables will come through into the back of it, get extended along, and then down to the new fuse board. So there we go. So that's the job. Let's talk about what's going on then. So it's quite an old church building, and they've got this extension bit here. So this is like a flat roof on top of here, and right up there is there's like a big slate roof. So what's happening is the roof's knackered essentially. The water's coming down here when it rains, like a lot of it, and it's basically coming down the inside wall. So we got a nice little call out of this crackling and burning. So last time what we did, we took a section out so it can get nice and dry. We're going to do it all off even and sealed it from top and bottom, but there's still water getting in. So we tried to give them like a temporary fix, because obviously it would be very, very costly to rewire the full place and move the fuse board. But yeah, so we've tried to be as accommodating as possible really. So what we'll do is open this board up then, we'll get everything killed with the three-phase coming in. I'll have to label up all the circuits, and then we can disconnect it, pull them all out the board, and then get them pulled out the wall, and we can send them through then and into a hole that we're going to be making. So first thing we're going to do then is mark out where we need to come through at, because obviously the metal trunk is going to sit here. We'll have to move that light over because the trunk is going to get in the way. All the cables kind of run through the ceiling anyway, so we'll shift that over, get the metal trunking across there, and obviously stop it about here. So if we just hold that up to the ceiling, that's how much we've got to play with. So let's mark that on the wall. I'll do a line straight across, and then we know exactly where we need to come out. So we might do maybe 3 holes through to above that fuse board, which will provide enough hole access, enough diameter to get all your cables through. So yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare for them, but at least they get a nice new fuse board and everything will work for years to come. So we've gone with Hager. Obviously Hager's a brilliant brand. We've got loads of RCBOs, now everything will be RCD protected, so that'll be good as well. So it'll pass their ERCR that they've got coming up, because there's a load of sockets not RCD protected, and there's no way you're going to get RCBOs for that old board. Right then, so this is what's going in. We've got SPD, so any surge protection, any lightning strikes, definitely this kind of building, it's going to have surge protection which can deal with that. And then we've got obviously a main switch there, and then all your RCBOs and your board. So that's all we need really to get this up and running. Right, let's whip this off then. We see we've gunged all the way around on the back of the board for the cable entries, and water's still nice to get in. It's a bit hard when it's all crumbly, but crikey, yes, this is absolute sodden. So look at that, lovely. Yeah, just smoking then. Oh, I don't want that. So we'll spend ages identifying stuff. So ideally it would be nice to turn lights on and off and see what does what, label it up. Then when we put it all back together on the new system, I've got loads of identification stuff, because we'd have a little label saying where it is. Anyway, Right then, so what we're going to do then is just disconnect all the cables, label them up to where we want to put them in the new fuse board using like a tally system, and then it's just disconnecting it all and getting these routes through. So once we've got it all pulled out the plaster, we can start drilling. There we go, that's the first little hole through then. So we've measured it up perfectly and that lands just there. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it just lands right next to that piece of conduit. So that should land nicely in the back of our trunk when it goes up. So we've got a few holes to bring through. So I don't know, we're gonna need a lot. Right, that's taking an edge then. So I think what we'll do is get like a core cutter. Cause yeah, spent like an hour just drilling that, and we've only got done a pilot. We're gonna fit loads through. So this bit we'll just send one core cut through, and then the chunking should cover it up. So if we go a bit higher, it's a 100mm core cut. This is 100mm. So we send it a little bit towards the ceiling, but it'll have to go up on an angle. We should be able to get that through and then get everything sealed off as well. So that's the plan then. We've got this little beast. It's a Hager 3-phase. I'll get a driver on that. But what we'll do is just get the lid off, get the shell out, and then we can offer him up there. She's a beast. So we'll take this off, which reveals this little panelling, this little entry, and we'll offer that up to the trunking when it goes up. And then what we can do is cut a hole here. I think it's like a 40mm hole that side, 40mm hole that side, and then all you do is angle grind between, and it cuts out just like the trunking. And then you grommet strip the trunking up. Oh, this is all smooth anyway, and then you get your cables in. Yeah, we've got one board up then, so that's where the new fuse board's going to be. So obviously the cables will come up through, along and down. So, what I'm going to have to do then, I just want to get the fixings in, obviously it's got to get hoovered out on that. But let's have a look, just got the offcut there. So that should fit in nicely. Then obviously from underneath you can draw around, so that's going to bolt right to end. That's a draw around, pull him off, get him chopped it out, and then get him fixed. So, this light's going to be in the way though, so what we'll do, if you look there, that light bangs straight in where I don't want to be, so we'll try and move it this way or that way so it gets out of the way. Yes, that's the next little job. And there we go, it's this metal trunking up there. So, like I said, it's a bit of a best of a bad situation really, but that goes all the way to the end, and then we're just going to put an end cap on that end. And obviously, I'm going to get a core cut for tomorrow, so we'll come through here with a big core cut with all the cables could come through and into the fuse board. So that's the plan. That was yesterday. I was drilling it, we're getting stuck. It's just clay because obviously it's all leaked, isn't it? So that was a pilot bit up to 20mm, and it took like an hour just to do one hole. So probably this core cut probably take 2 hours, but we'd have to send maybe 8 holes through there, which is 8 hours. Saved ourselves 6 hours, which means we can finish the fuse board in that 6 hours, right? So let's get this unpacked. We'll get it in that drill that's just hanging out the wall. There we go, we got him out. So is it Marcus? Is that the medium range one? Let's get him open then. So what I'll do is just send through this one then. So a nice little 4-inch. You definitely need the little extended bit, and then you've got the, there we go, we've got the SDS bit there, and then that's just that, the little hex. Oh, does that sound like? Da 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 da. Sorry, singing my milkshake, right? So also send a little pilot through, that goes in there like that. That screws onto that, this screws onto that, that goes into your drill. Right then, so what I do is just get a bit of copper around this thread, because these are a nightmare to come off. So I think that way around. So just going to get a full wrap on that. Because basically, in fact we'll put puts around that. These are a nightmare to get off right at the end. If you got that bit of copper in there, when it tightens up, it just helps it loosen off again, definitely on this side. If not, you'll just never get it back in the box. So I'm gonna go for like a 2.5 wrap. This is 1mm, this, so I'll put it around twice and then tighten him up. So obviously if you go the way of the thread, it goes into the thread, and it's just a bit of softer metal which you can kind of twist against later. So let's get that in there. Oh, there we go, let's get that in his drill. Look at that, it's hard. Tell me one hand here. Right then, so you get a little pilot bit. I'm gonna see where this is gonna go, so just hang on with me a sec. What I do to get him started then, bang him on hammer, like that. It's just so hard. I've only got one hand. I need the head mount. I hadn't got really embarrassed when I had the head mount. But we'll go slightly lower, about there. Oh. There we go. So just going to use the hammer just to chip into that bit. There we go. And then when we start spinning now, it's just going to sit in that groove. New plan. Right, because it's not going to actually reach through the wall. We'll send a big pilot through, so up at an angle so the head doesn't get through. And then core cut from this side, core cut from that side, and make the holes be in the middle. It's going to be tough. Yeah, we're halfway there then. So yeah, it's taking a while. We're just getting choked up as you drill it. So we've probably not found it easiest to drill about 2 inch in and chop it out, 2 inch in, chop it out, because it's just getting stuck and it's not going any further. Alright, this is halfway. But now it's taking ages, this. There we go, that's as far as we've got. Yeah, it took me two hours to get halfway through to the other side and then maybe 2 inch the other side. So I've probably got it's going to end up being about 3 hours by the end of it. But yeah, a bit of munch, look at this. Oh, it's called a tac tac from Abdul's. It's like chicken. I don't know, make loads of spices. But I didn't know you could have different. That was rude of my camera dying, wasn't it? But you can get different naan selections. Just like, what naan do you want? I'm like, what do you mean? So normally they just give you it. So I've got a Peshwari naan. It's like a, well, I don't know what it is. It's really sweet. From this place, it tastes like a cake. It's amazing. It's like, I think it's like nuts or something. But I don't like nuts, but this is amazing. So you can get like keema naan, garlic naan, loads of naans. Oh, it's good, it's good. So that's the cutout then from earlier. So that lined up with the top of that fuse board. So I've just offered these up now. Just get these drilled. There we go. We'll send this 40mm through. Yeah, it's just really blunt, this bit, so I had to pilot it. What we'll do is just send this through. There we go, if you look, that'll nicely land on that line. So that'll be that edge. Do the same for that, and then we'll angle grind between, and then we'll have a nice little, neat little slot cut out. That'll do, look at that, beautiful. 2 little holes. Yeah, I'll get that cut out, and then we'll offer that up. But yeah, really, we need to get that cut out, and then we need to get the big 4 inch then. I've got a fan one in the fan. I'll just cut a big hole at the back of there, grommet strip it up. And grommet strip that up, obviously it won't be there, it'll be at the back of this. So it'll come through the back, along and into fuse board. That's how we do it, see? Look at that, it's like a little factory cut. Beautiful. We have a hole! So yeah, we've got the cables coming through there then. So let's get that trunking up then, get it fixed, and we can get everything in then. But flipping out. It's took 4 hours, the 4-hour hole. Right, this is the grommet strip we're using then. So if you have a look, it's a car door sealer, edge grip, whatever you call it. Car door edge protector. So it just works perfect as grommet. So it'll end up looking like something like that. So nice, neat and sweet. It won't slip off because it's got some teeth in it, like the. Yeah, everything's prepped now then. So the tray's up. Got the grommet strip on into the back of the hole. So what we'll do is just extend the power then. So we're going to have to heat shrink through clip those in that fuse board, through there, and into this board. So the tail's going to come through, down and then up into the bottom of the isolators at the bottom. So we'll probably get the isolators in 2, so they just go in like a separate box. So one box is somewhere, which is the, I don't know, it's somewhere. It's just got a big main switch in it essentially. And then the other one's got the SPD in, so we'll have to get those in next. There we go, that's the main switch and the SPD in. I'm just going to wire all the links up and mess about. Look at that, got all that cut, it looks like a factory cut. Yeah, you just get your Stanley knife on, score it once and then just press in, you get a nice little cut. So yeah, it's first time fitting these SPDs in, so you're supposed to put an extra space in. This is a neutral block essentially, it just sends neutral from there to there, allows you to do a connection underneath. Also that sends neutral to there, but then when you put this in at the top, it'll basically take out of neutral and send it to that one, L1 to L1, 2 to 2 and 3 to 3. That's what this little block does. And obviously that powers up your SPD. So we're just getting these links in now, so you see it's like a little 3, so that's for L3 obviously. Just gotta slide this little guy in. There you go, so we've got the links on there nice and tight, all the top bits. And then this just slips on then. So we'll just slide that on there. There we go, and then what this does is just link neutral to neutral, 1 to 1, 2 to 2, 3 to 3. So we'll get that tied up now, and that'll be his SPD powered up. Right, I'm getting hungry now. It's 6 o'clock, and yeah, we got the whole through. Yeah, I'm gonna get some food. What do you think? Funny if this was like a Facebook Live, and you were not Facebook. What do you call it? I don't know, mate. It's called YouTube Live. Here we go. And you could pick what I want. That'd be funny. Crikey, we've got a big one here. It's an anaconda.
He's losing his mind.
Look at it, we've got all these cables are together. Flipping it. So we're going to send 28 cables through the walls to extend. Oh, yeah, I've let it out nice and neat so we can bundle him up together. We'll tape him off, make sure he's safe, he's not going to bite me when I put it through the wall. But that's going to go through there, that's why we've got a big hole. A big hole. We're going to ride it. Come with me. Through the hole we go. Crikey. Right then, so all these cables are in then, extended. A bit of a nightmare that. Oh man. It's good fun. That's what I have to do. I've got to get a slid back on. But basically all these cables are in there extended. Yeah, so try to make it as neat as possible. I'll go get some self-tappers to get this back on. Essentially this will be one glorified fuse board. Junction box essentially. Right, we're going to as far as we could take it really. There's a few bits we need to get, but at least we'll have a few circuits powered up then, so everything just nicely tied in. I'm going to tidy all these neutrals up in the house and that. Get a few tie wraps in, a few blanks, but yeah, it's all in. You got SPD in, main switch, all your cables are in. Yeah, it's just a bit of a nightmare. Right, we're all done down here then, so it's super late, but we got it done. We can have the little meetings they got on. Saturday, but yeah, it's Thursday now, and I'm not working in a school tomorrow. Doing some, we're gonna erect a scaffold. Some weird guy down there. We're gonna erect a scaffold and then put some lights up in a school, so that should be a bit of fun. Might film that one.
Few moments later.
We're up. Had 2 hours sleep. Oh, we're in. Just swapping over these lights today then. Scaffolding. And we're doing alright. Oh, the best sound in the world. Oh, that'll be light. Keep him going. Hey, I'll do. Is it brighter? Yeah, this is miles brighter. Just in this far corner then, over there, then. Other way. Towards the piano. Right, let's see the difference then. So we've got this half on that half. So turn them all off. Right, let's go the old ones first. It's hard to tell with that, so that's that. And then go new ones. Buff, buff. Yeah, that's miles brighter that. So you can see it looks like window light, but it's actually coming from the lights. So that's super bright, I'm happy with that. Well, hey, let there be light. So this is the hall now, we've got the new fittings up. So it's a 6-foot skylight, I think they're called. What are they? JCC. Ready? Boom, 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 boom. Look at that. Absolute beautiful. It's right here behind me. This was quite a famous event. So there used to be, they put up like a stage here. And over here, near the front, and it seemed a lot bigger hall back then, but near the front here, I was knelt down, 5 years old, going moo. Because I was a cow in the nativity, and it was my shining moment. I'm pretty sure my mask fell off and I put it back on. I can't remember. I might imagine that. I'm pretty sure I just watched like the the camera video, you know what I mean, that your dad or your grandpa films when he comes to see you. But yeah, that's what I did. I walked through here, went on stage, and I was a cow. There you go, Willis. I was a cow in the nativity in this room. This is where it all started. The room, this is where it did all start. So right at the end, there's a classroom. A lady called Mrs. Rogers. And what she did was tell me off for turning the sockets off. Turning the sockets off at the wall. I was getting told off. James, don't do that. I think they told me mum and dad that I was turning sockets off because I was interested in switches, and now I'm an electrician. So this is like full circle moment. Now, when I was ordering the scaffolding, I thought, yeah, it'd be about 9 meters high. And I just measured it now, and it's literally 1, 2, 3 meters, about 4 meters. In my head, I thought it was massive, because obviously when you think back to the hall that you went to when you were a kid, you were small and everything's a lot bigger. So, but it was the same price anyway, so it didn't really matter. But yeah, of this tower we used 2, and there's another 2, 4, 6, 8 to go up. So yeah, well utilised. Right then, so I've actually woke up a little bit. Yeah, this morning, 4 AM I got in, went to bed. Now it wasn't 4 hours, it was 6 hours. Couldn't believe it. I was there from 9 till about, don't know, 3ish, 4ish, just all the way through a wall. Oh, Ellis, you've definitely had the long straw on that one. Right then, if you enjoy this kind of content, then hit the like button, hit subscribe, hit the little bell notification to know when next upload. Always have good for me and Ellis. Just playing with little wheels. I'll see you on the next one. Okay, I'm getting me bad.